songs or any form of art don't tend to fall ready-formed into your lap. It's a fact of life. So, what do you do when the ideas don't come? What's the simple way to start a song or any form of art? I mentioned before that I'm currently working through Form, the February album writing month. I do this every February, and every month I struggle with ideas. How do I start this song? How do I start the next track? What do I do? And it's the same with every single form of art that we do. Where do we start? When we have an idea, it's easy to start. We have something in our mind, we can sit down and get going. But what do we do when we don't have that idea? How do we start? Well, there are 3 simple steps. Firstly, simple starts. Start simply. Just a couple of notes. From a couple of notes, you can easily build harmony. From a couple of notes, rhythm comes. From a couple of notes, 3 notes come, and then it starts to go. But you have to start with just those couple of notes, or a brushstroke, or a couple of words, a sentence. Start simply. That's all it takes. Don't think about the end. Don't think about what comes next. Just start simply and start with a couple of notes. That's all it takes. Start poorly. It really doesn't matter how bad or how awful those first few notes are. The first few notes might be dreadful, but the thing is, you get them down. However bad it is, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Bad starts can be erased. We can start again. But the point is, you've started. You've created something. And bad starts are fine. It doesn't matter how bad or how poor. You can, as I've said, start again or edit. I mean, that's the whole point of what erasers were made for. And the delete key, don't worry, you could get rid of it. The point is you start. I mean, we all know when writing, a first draft just has to be a first draft. It's the same with ideas when we try and start something. And especially when we're stuck, it really doesn't matter how poor or how bad that start is, because we can build on it. The point is, we've started. Starts start. As we've said, start simply or start badly, it doesn't matter. The point is to actually start. And the reason that is important is because once you start, you can keep going. You break the dam, momentum builds. Once you've got a couple of words down, more words will follow. Once you've got a couple of notes down, as I said, the harmony can follow, the rhythm can follow. A couple of notes becomes a complete melody. A melody becomes a verse or a tune or a major motif. Everything starts by starting. You start and it builds that momentum. It's like pushing a boulder down a hill. It's really difficult to start, but that start then gathers momentum. One example, I'm a hummer. If anybody has been around me, you might pick up every so often me going, It does happen, and I do apologize, and I try not to make it too annoying. But the reason I hum is because quite often I've got an idea which I've just started somewhere else for a new song or a piece of music. And once I've got that start going, I will be humming and reciting that music in my head to develop it. Because I've started, my momentum is going, and I can then develop the idea. I've spoken mainly about music and songwriting here, but these principles are core and key to any creative act. You have to start. Start simply. Start as simple as you can. And it doesn't matter how good or bad that start is. Start poorly, you can develop it. And finally, the important thing is to start itself. Starting creates momentum, and that is what you need when you're stuck. When you don't know what to do, just start. So, my question to you, what is your start this week? What can you do? What can you start? Are you stuck? Just start. Anything. Doesn't matter what. Go on. Go ahead. I'll see you soon. Stay safe and well. Bye.